Hi, I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Tony Northrup.
And you're watching our news and review show.
Who's this sponsored by, Chelsea?
Me.
Who's paying for all this?
Me.
No.
It's Squarespace. We're very happy to have our sponsor, Squarespace, and they're the all-in-one platform for creating a fast and easy professional website or portfolio like we did. Both of our portfolios are on Squarespace. And if you want 10% off, you can go to squarespace.com/Tony and use the coupon code
Photo News.
Photo News.
Yeah, check them out for basically any type of website hosting. You get 14 days free, no credit card required, so give it a shot.
Yeah. So let's get started with our news. We have some really exciting news, actually.
What is it?
Our new book update is out, finally. We've been working on it for months, and we added a bunch of video.
Yeah, the new version of the ebook has a total of 9 hours, 10 minutes of video.
Well, it says 7 on the book. We thought it would be 7, but then we're overachievers like that. You understand. We just got to give you guys more because we're generous. So we have tons of video. We have quizzes that Tony wrote. And
over 100 test questions.
Over 100
At the end
questions.
of most of the chapters, they help you make sure you understand everything, but they also help you practice. So like in the camera settings video, I'll show you a picture and I'll say, what should you do to correct the exposure problem in this picture? How would you adjust your exposure compensation in this scene?
Yeah.
In the troubleshooting quizzes, I'll show you a picture that's blurry and ask you why it's blurry, whether it's camera shake or motion blur, that kind of thing. So they're self-testing and they're practices. People really like them.
Yeah, I think that's great. And we also added some new sections in the book based on what our readers asked for. So our readers read the book and they give us input, and then we added some sections on composition and a whole bunch of stuff. So if you already have the book, you'll have gotten your email to update. So that's cool.
Yeah, if you didn't get an email, check your spam folder.
Yeah.
If you never sent in your receipt to register, that's why you didn't get it. So send us your receipt or a photograph of yourself with the paperback if you bought the paperback, tony@northrup.org, and we'll get you registered. If you have an account at SDP Community already and you bought the book through there, just go there, hit the SDP book menu, and then hit download, and you can get the latest versions of the ebook and put it on your ebook reader, read it on your PC, any type of device. We have formats for everything: PC, Mac, tablets, iPads, phones. I like to read books on my phones because I got it with me all the time.
Yeah,
it's really
I see you doing that.
How much does that cost, Chelsea?
Like $1 billion, probably.
That's way too much. It's not even worth it. Can we do better than that?
Well, it's $9.99.
How about
for the ebook?
You can use the coupon code YouTube for
10% off.
So it'll be like $8.99. That's 9 hours of video.
For 9 hours of video, I know people that charge like
test questions.
Hundreds. We're really going on about this. Let's just go to the next thing.
But again, if you bought the book, it doesn't cost you anything. Free updates for life, one of the benefits.
Nobody else does that, by the way. Okay, I have some other news.
What is it?
500 Pixels is going to start licensing photos, so they're going to be like a stock site.
Wow.
And actually,
that's surprising because most of their work is like fine art and boobs. That seems to be the main 2 types of photos. And that's not stuff that people really purchase.
People purchase that. I know, and I was surprised too, but apparently they kind of want to get in on the stock industry a bit. So it's not available yet. It's called 500 Pixel Prime Program, and though it hasn't launched yet, they're approaching some photographers and asking them if they want to license their pictures. And you were one of them. Did you know that?
No.
Well, now you know. I found an email and they asked you, and I thought, what is this? And looked it up. So that's how I know.
I'll give it a shot and report back, but
well, here's something interesting. Well, here's the thing. The photos start at like $250, which is outrageously expensive. Normally,
is that for print or what?
I think that's the digital image.
So they're buying the rights to put your image in a magazine or a TV show or something.
So if you're a company and you're working with stock photos a lot, you'll pay $30 a month to have almost unlimited access to every picture in a stock agency, which is like hundreds of thousands of pictures. It's really expensive.
Yeah, and you can pretty much get stock photos for like $5 to $25, depending on whether it's going to be in a video on TV or just in a book or magazine or website or something. So yeah. $250, starting at $250.
It's really expensive. We'll see how it works out. I'm interested to see how that goes.
They're clearly going for like low volume. I'm sure that I'm sure they'll sell some, but it's not going to be a high volume.
We'll see. We should try it.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
What do you have? What's your name?
100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Woohoo! Oh, that's scary.
I have more I want to do. It's just kind of fun.
I found this one too. It smells weird. Woo! Don't hit Justin. That was way more fun than I thought it would be. All right, so thank you so much for your support.
Yes, all 100,000 of you. That means a lot to us, actually, because that's a big round number, and big round numbers are about the most important thing in the world.
They're really special to me.
Yeah.
And especially I would like to thank our readers for just being great. We have the best readers.
Yeah, we do. Thanks for supporting us.
They do, and they encourage us to drink.
Yeah, that's really what we need. Codependency.
Well, what other stuff do we have? What do we have going on today?
Oh, we got a ton of new gear in here.
I know. We do.
I'll start with the D3300. This is Nikon's newest entry-level camera. And I am so sorry about this awful red color. It looks like Iron Man's camera or something. You can get it in like a plain black that looks much better.
Well, I thought this was interesting. When I looked up the camera, it showed it in matte red. And then we get it, and it's just very shiny. So that made a difference.
It doesn't look like a nice finish on a Ferrari. It's just super cheap and plasticky, and everybody who picks it up just, yeah, it's not good. But the black one, because we have a D3200 in black and it has the same finish and it's nice. It feels like a good quality camera. So don't hold the red against it. Otherwise, we spent the last week exploring Puerto Rico with this and the EM10 here. And I was really happy with it. We haven't had a chance to go through all the photos. We have night photos and portraits and just a wide variety of pictures that we'll be able to check out. So our review is coming very, very soon. It's about halfway done. Okay,
I will say that while we were away and we had the choice between this and the M10, we were choosing this.
Yeah, just about all the time we just grabbed that when they were both sitting next to each other.
We do really love this, though we noticed that the night pictures weren't fantastic. But we'll get into that more when we show you the full review of this. But we were really excited because we love this camera so much that they sent us the EM1. So thank you, Olympus, and we're going to be reviewing this soon too. So right away, we haven't got a chance to play with it much, but we noticed it's substantially bigger.
Yeah, much bigger and heavier. It's definitely sturdier. It's built like a brick. This is very plasticky. It looks. I love the way this one looks.
That one looks
I love the silver and black. This is bigger and heavier. It's almost DSLR size and weight, but it's meant to be that sturdy too.
Yeah, it is nice and sturdy.
Feels great in your hand.
It has more buttons, which I actually like. But we'll get to you with this review too.
So make sure you subscribe because we have a review comparison of this versus the Fuji X-T1 coming out next week. The Fuji should be in real soon. They're both at about $1,400.
You know what? I like these cameras, and I'm starting to understand why these mirrorless people are like passionate.
They really are.
It is like a religion. Like, God forbid we say something bad about this camera because they will find us. We better start hiding our address. What else do we have?
I got a couple of lenses for the Micro Four Thirds system. These are the primes that we lived with over the week.
That's cute. Can I hold it?
20mm f1.8, so that's equivalent to a 40mm f3.6 on a full frame camera. It's just a good walking around lens. I pretty much insisted on using primes with the Micro Four Thirds because the kit lenses are just so slow when you factor in that small sensor and the crop factor with the aperture. Like this kit lens here is 3.5 to 6.3. So at the long end, it's 100mm, but it's 100mm f like 13. So forget ever getting any background blur or anything with that kit lens.
No, and it would have to be pretty bright or else you'd have to, I don't know.
But I think we really love this 45mm f1.8.
Yeah.
That's 90mm f3.6, which is a doable portrait lens. You got some nice bokeh out of that.
We'll have a lot of sample pictures from that, actually. We had fun with that.
And last week we released the flash modifiers review. Maybe some of you saw that. I know some of you did because we got about 50 people saying, "Where's the Gary Fong Lightsphere?"
Gary Fong!
I didn't know anything about the Gary Fong Lightsphere.
I had never heard of it, but like, everyone wanted it.
We have a full studio and tons of light. Anyway, I've never seen this thing before, but Gary was kind enough to. Yeah. We were like, look, everybody's bugging us for your product, so if you send it, we'll take a look at it and review it. So we will review it.
We will.
This
strange looking.
Yeah, it looks a lot like a regular diffuser to me, but
it looks like
we got the expensive kit.
It looks like a birth control device.
We'll be testing that too.
I know how Gary rolls. I know how you roll, Gary.
Yeah, if we have a second kid, Gary, we are going to be really mad at you. It's
a real 2-for-1 deal.
Comes with a grid, so you can control the direction of light if you're doing low-key photography. That's about the only time you'd want to do that. Comes with little, these are like gels. I normally use gels to change the color of the flash to match the ambient light or something. Chapter 3, there's a new video in the new book that covers flash gels.
That's true.
And then these are, well, diaphragms. But I guess this one, if you want to make your subject look
like this.
Golden. Does it go in or out?
I don't know.
Yeah, so
we haven't really.
So they have that one, which is going to be bouncing light horizontally.
Oh, that makes sense.
out the side of the lens. And they have this one if you want to just channel the light directly. So you could like stack these together and make a little spotlight out of your flash.
Okay.
Or you could
I'm excited.
stick this one in there and not let
do?
any light out whatsoever.
Wait, why? What's the point of that one?
It would just be like a portable heater. It would just get hot.
That would be cool. We could make soup.
I don't think you'd actually combine
soup in
those.
there.
But you could stick this in there and it would just be like a nice warm spotlight.
Well, we'll see.
All
We're
right.
going to try it out.
That'll be coming soon. Thanks, Gary, for sending that over.
Yeah, Gary's cool.
You're the man, Gary.
Hey, what's that?
This is a Rokinon 85mm f1.4. And I love little portrait lenses because so many people want to get started with portrait photography and it gets so expensive because we use a 70-200 f2.8 that costs like $2,300.
Really expensive.
And they're like, look, I want to see if I'm good at it first. So
yeah.
This costs around $200, $220 for Canon, Nikon, a couple other mounts, and it'll give you beautiful background blur. The only catch is it's
all manual,
fully
right?
manual. Yeah.
Okay.
So you control. Well, this version is a Nikon version. You control the aperture from the camera, but the Canon version, you literally have to crank this dial to change the aperture. And the focus is manual, and that gets to be really hard.
So it will take some practice, or your
Definitely.
subjects could be sleeping. I mean, you have to be creative.
But it's also one of the sharpest lenses that DxOMark has ever tested.
Really?
It's like the 7th sharpest lens they've tested or something. For $200, that's amazing. So it is incredibly sharp and inexpensive. It's just good luck getting your subject's eyes in focus if you're shooting that thing wide open.
Well, I guess it's such a small depth of field.
Yeah, you're gonna miss 9 out of 10 photos, miss focus on them. I guarantee, even when you're good at manual focus, you're gonna be missing a lot of shots.
We should find someone that's like really into manual focus, like Mignon, and put it to the test.
See if he can actually get some shots in focus.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right, what else do we have?
We have the new Sigma 24-105 because so many people asked us to compare it against the Canon and the Tamron 24-70. So we're filming with that right now on camera 2.
It's on camera 2?
Yeah.
It's on camera 3? Oh, 2? Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna have Justin pull that lens off and swap it out with a different lens so we can show it to you.
So I'm holding the Sigma 24-105 and the Canon 24-105. And I've got to say that the Canon feels a little bit more plasticky. Let me see.
Yeah, I think it feels way more plasticky. It's lighter too.
It's lighter, and when you zoom, it's not as smooth. And you can see here that the Sigma, it feels like it's like, what is this, like titanium or something? What are they made out of?
Kryptonite.
Kryptonite. Oh my gosh, this is made of kryptonite.
Yeah.
And when I zoom, it's so nice and smooth and quiet. It just feels a lot better.
So we haven't actually taken a picture with it yet. We literally just got it in because we've been out of town. But so far,
moments ago. So
besides
far we
actually
like it.
taking pictures with it, we love it.
Everything so far we like, but there's something to that.
Yeah, we tested this against the Tamron 24-70 recently and hated it. It ended up turning out incredibly unsharp. We have 2 copies. It's just not a sharp lens. It's an old design. We're hoping this is a nice sharp version of it. These go for about $900 new. These they only sell in kits, but you'll end up paying, I think, what did we decide, like $650?
Yeah, I think so.
Or no, maybe it was like $500 premium if you get the kit with this lens. So you'd end up spending like another $400 if you wanted to get this instead. We'll find out if it's sharper.
It seems a lot nicer. We're going to put it to the test.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah. Our next segment is Chit Chat, and that's when we read your comments from YouTube and answer your questions or just respond. So here's one from Diesel828. So much talk about exposure compensation. Just shoot manual. We get a lot of comments like this, actually.
Yeah, I got like 20 of that on the video where I explain how to use exposure compensation. Just shoot manual. Fine, if manual is working for you, that's great, but manual doesn't automatically adjust to changing light conditions. So if you're doing portraiture and the sun goes behind a cloud, you're gonna need a different exposure, and you're gonna have to take a beat and like adjust your settings. And if you get really good, maybe you know everything by hand, but you still have to go in and notice that the sun went behind the cloud and make the changes. If somebody moves from the sun to the shade, you're gonna have to make the changes.
Yeah, well, here's the other thing. Every camera meters for middle gray. So once you get into an environment where it's really bright, like it's snowy outside right now, your meter is going to meter to middle gray and make the snow gray, and that's not what you want. So you have to know how to control your camera, and you could use your aperture to do that, but exposure compensation is easy, and it's manual.
Yeah, you could do that with manual. Like you could find the right exposure, but it just wouldn't adapt as the situation changed.
No, that's true.
Yeah, and if you went from f4 to f8, you'd have to make sure that you dropped your shutter speed by 2 stops too, or you adjusted your ISO. Anyway, it's just, there's a reason. Like every pro basically uses auto exposure. Every pro camera comes with auto exposure systems. It's useful. That's why. But if you shoot manual, if that's what you like.
If you want to do that.
If it works for you,
I'm judging you. I'm judging you.
We don't look down on you just like you look down on us.
Yeah. Takes 2.
For using automatic settings.
Tony, this one's for you. Tony, you're a knowledgeable mother photographer. Thanks for the useful tips. I appreciate the living out of your videos. Keep this quality up and you'll be number 1. That wasn't safe for work. What do you have to say to that?
Thanks, mother.
I've never gotten a comment that cool, so I'm pretty jealous.
Thank you, Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, it was the endless variables. That's who said that. That's my favorite person now.
Yeah.
All right, I have one more for you.
Okay.
Tunes by Tanzel. I bought the book a few weeks ago. Why should I have to buy the new book again?
All caps mean screaming in the language of the internet.
You don't. You don't have to, you crazy, crazy turkey. All of the updates are free, remember? So we're the only book in the world that does that because we're innovators and we're generous. So just register your book and we'll send you the free updates. And
unless you want a new copy of the paperback. We're not shipping you out a new paperback every time.
We can't afford to do that.
But we do give you a discount. So check your
discount.
email for that and I'll give you a coupon code so you get it pretty cheap.
Tunes by Tanzel.
Or you can just read the ebook. I show you a list of everything that's new. So just read that. It's like 40 pages of new stuff.
Sure. Okay. That's it. That's our chit chat segment. What else do we have? If you're enjoying our video so far, you can thank Squarespace. They're the all-in-one platform that helps you create a fast and easy professional website or portfolio. Tony and I have used them. I'm not too tech savvy, but I figured it out. A lot of drag and drop. It looks beautiful. The design is great. They have 24/7 customer support, and they're so friendly. They like to call themselves the Care Bear layer.
Their customer support team. They almost always get back to you within an hour.
I didn't need it though.
No, it's actually really easy to use.
But
she's not that web savvy, people.
All right. Well,
she's good with Photoshop and stuff, but
that's the kind of thing I can say it, but you kind of can't.
She doesn't know HTML or anything, so
maybe.
Basically, if Chelsea can do it, you can do it.
That seems rude. But if you want to try Squarespace for free or get 10% off, go to squarespace.com/Tony.
Their motto is, even Chelsea can do it.
That's not right.
Squarespace.com/Tony and use the coupon code PHOTONEWS.
Use the coupon code abusive husband.
Emotional abuser.
Emotional abuser.
Don't try those coupon codes.
But yeah, I was impressed and I love my portfolio.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Go in and tweak it somewhere.
Everything is mobile friendly. It works on your cell phone or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's not just photography portfolios, like if you run a doctor's office or what other types of websites are there? That's all I can think of.
No, just photography and doctor's offices.
Every website now comes with a store, so you can sell stuff.
Everyone can sell stuff
And it's
now.
really easy to set up. Like, you don't need a PayPal account or a merchant account or anything. It takes just a few seconds. They have all the financial stuff set up for you, and you can accept payments and charge sales tax if you need to. Lots of cool stuff like that. It's super easy.
They're cool.
Check it out. Squarespace.com/Tony. People don't like when I do voices.
I know.
Everybody, including Chelsea, hates it. Yeah. I'm really excited about the Panasonic GH4. So this is the sequel to the GH2 and the GH3. Panasonic makes micro four thirds cameras like these, small sensors, but they take still pictures and they're still cameras, but they have these awesome video features, and this is the latest version, and it's gonna do 4K video. So that's like 4 times the resolution of 1080p. And they expect, I think it's gonna be under $2,000. Oh, $1,699 for the body, $1,700 basically. So that's a crazy price for finally being able to record in 4K. And everybody's going to be like...
Who do you think is going to use that?
I sure hope to. I think especially, not in our studio, but outdoors, it would make things, not in here, but when we're on location somewhere, that would give us so much more flexibility in post-production, because we could crop things in really tight. So if we didn't get the composition right, we can crop it in and it will stay nice and sharp.
That's a good point.
We're gonna need some monster computers to process that stuff, though. I think it might be tough. Anyway, we'll definitely give that a shot when it comes out. What's the date on it? They're starting to take pre-orders on March 17th. So it'll probably be a couple of months. That one also does 1080p at 60 frames a second and like super high bit rate. So you're gonna need like a new fancy SD card.
That's exciting. You excite me, Tony. What else do you have?
A whole bunch of boudoir photo galleries got hacked.
What?
So portrait photographers will, you know, some wife wants to take like sexy pictures for her husband, or maybe she wants to remember what her body looked like before she had a couple of kids or something.
Yeah.
So they, you know, do like Playboy style photo shoots, and they get, this is what they do. I'm a photographer, people. They do this and be naked or mostly naked.
Be naked, go like this. Sounds like a good time. What else?
Yeah. Well, so the photographer has to give the pictures to the client.
Yeah.
Somehow. And usually what they do is they set up a little area on their website and they give them a password to log in. Turns out a lot of people use the password boudoir.
No.
Don't use dumb passwords. So some hacker just tries out that password. Or maybe it's the client's first name.
Some pervert hacker.
Yeah.
Go on.
But then he gets naked pictures of the people. And these are very intimate and personal things.
There are enough naked pictures on the internet. Why do you have to find some like...
Don't say, why do I have to? I didn't hack it.
It was you, wasn't it? Why do they have to find some like lonely person that wants privacy?
Yeah,
and
just
look at their
some
naked
poor
pictures.
random person who wanted the pictures for themselves or their spouse or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, just please use more complex passwords.
What did they do with them? What did they do with them? My passwords are like, whoa.
Uncrackable, yeah.
Uncrackable.
I don't think anything has surfaced yet. In other words, I haven't heard that they're extorting people.
What were the consequences of the story?
Well, they just found out that they got hacked. I don't know what the consequences are. That somebody is seeing you naked and you didn't want them to see you naked. Not you, but somebody else.
You shouldn't be naked. I take a shower in clothes.
I wear cutoffs at all times.
I'm a never nude, and I'm proud of it. All right. Well, that was weird. That's it. We're done blabbering. So let's review their pictures. We'll try to crop less. And
make a drink.
I'm going to make a drink. Well, we have to wait till later because we got to get a drink on.
Yeah, because it's like 2 o'clock now.
Vladimir said we should drink tea, but I can't get drunk off tea.
No, you'd have to drink a lot. Those Russians are hardcore.
And I think I should try to do a whole one without putting anything in black and white. Just kidding. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it all in black and white.
Yeah, I'm going to crop everything super tight.
All right, let's go upstairs and get this done.
See ya.
Boop. All right. Do you see this? Do you know who took this picture?
Covington Photography?
It's William.
Bill Covington?
Yeah,
I call him Bill. Yeah, we're on yeah.
He makes me call him William.
Yeah, so you're not close like we are. That's a fantastic picture. What a beautiful scene.
It is beautiful.
It's perfect.
I don't have any criticism.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that.
You know.
Though, you know what? You could have dropped down to ISO 100, reduce the noise a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm just being nitpicky.
Yeah, I want to be nitpicky too. He could have done this with multiple exposures if he wanted more detail in the trees.
Yeah, zoom in on those trees. Well, we don't have the full file. There's no detectable noise, and the 610 doesn't really have any noise anyway.
If he wanted a more hyper-realistic look. But I like it the way it is too. Yeah. I'm just being a little nitpicky. All right, let's go to the next one.
Oh, you know what? I think we better undo those changes. We had everything selected, so I think we might have just edited every picture. Hit Control D just to deselect everything. Okay, there we go.
Ooh. All right, this is the first thing that I notice. The couch is in focus.
Yeah, there's a little... Is it out of focus? He or she out of focus?
Maybe not, but it seems it. I can't zoom in.
No, that's the biggest we got.
Doesn't it seem very soft, but then the couch seems very sharp?
Yeah, it doesn't.
But then you know what? The dress looks very sharp. So maybe it's just those soft baby features tricking me.
Yeah, I like it. Nice light, good expression, beautiful outfit, no distractions. I think it's a really good picture.
I think it's a good picture too. This is so prominent.
I guess something about the composition is throwing me off because there's just so much like open space over her head and kind of below it.
You want to do stuff? You want to play?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Everybody always says I crop too much, but...
You know what, though, Tony? Sometimes you have to follow your heart. and that's what we're going to do here now.
Maybe that's what it needs. It's a different shape.
Well, I can't cut off a baby's arm like that.
No, cut off baby arms.
That's still a little bit awkward, but let's see.
I think that's better.
I think so, too. All right. Yeah, it seems a bit more balanced now, and actually, now my focus is on the baby's face and not this as much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good crop.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, that's a really pretty picture.
This is interesting. I like that it's violating the rule of space.
Yeah, it's facing off in the wrong direction, which makes it a little uncomfortable. But
it works. Yeah. It's a bit, it looks like noisy or something.
Yeah, it's shot at ISO 100, but I wonder if it was...
It looks like it's extreme...
was edited or something.
Oh, I was wondering if it was just cropped in really tight.
Yeah.
Because it's such a different crop.
I think it was a tight crop, but I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Some sun flare in there.
Tony, this looks like you. Oh, whoa.
Well, he is a close relative.
There we go. That fixed it. That's a beautiful picture.
Yeah, it really is a great portrait.
Great detail.
I love the light in it.
The eyes are nice and
sharp. It just looks like a portrait. It really does.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Like a senior portrait.
Yeah, I wonder how that was taken.
It's really beautiful.
Hey, nothing I can say about that.
No, me either.
That's a perfect butterfly picture.
Yeah.
It's on a banana there, but everything seems sharp and in focus. You lined the focal plane up with those wings just perfectly.
Yeah, everything's in focus.
Can we zoom in and just...
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, look at that. That's incredible
really sharp.
detail.
It has leg hair. It must be winter. They don't shave in the winter.
No.
Wow. I almost like it just zoomed in on this. Great detail.
Amazing texture,
nice and sharp. There's not a lot of noise either.
No, they could go in and blur that noise out. I think they might have over-sharpened it a little bit, but it looks really good.
It looks good to me. Oh, beautiful. Oh, are those real sun flares?
No.
Those look
That's fake sun flare.
We gotcha.
I don't mind the effect. Maybe tone it down a little bit. It did jump out at me with all those lines. But I do like a little bit of solar flare. I think it would help add a focal point to that. This picture, just looking at the histogram, looks a little gray, don't you think?
You want me to bump it up?
Yeah.
Okay, why are the shadows already up?
Check that on the next picture.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think we might have raised the shadows on every picture accidentally.
Yeah, but you know what? It works. Let's see this one. Sorry, guys. I don't even know how that happened.
We had everything selected, and I thought we undid everything, but apparently we did not.
Okay. Do I have to select everything and then undo that?
Yeah, select everything.
How do I do that?
Control A.
Oh, it's like
and
Photoshop.
then just set the shadows to 0 and the blacks to 0. I think that's all you edited.
Okay. It's approximate.
It looks like you might have adjusted the clarity too.
Oh, I'm such a troublemaker. Okay.
Okay, now Control D. We should be good.
Okay, let's get back to this trolley picture. It's nice though.
I still would like to see a little more whites in it.
Okay.
Don't you think? Don't you want the trolley there to be a little closer to white? I don't know.
I see what you mean.
Okay. Well, black and white is a good choice for that. Yeah, I like it. It's a trolley.
Whoa.
Super hyper realistic HDR of an airplane. Gorgeous sky.
Yeah, the sky's
I love HDR
beautiful.
for these reflections too.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what plane that is, and I do not know.
You're a plane expert too?
Sort of. 10-year-old Tony was a plane expert. It's been a few years though.
Tony, I'm having a hard time. Maybe they could tone down the HDR a little bit. They're getting some weird stuff over here.
Yeah, I don't like the way it accentuates the noise. go for that cool sky effect, but then maybe denoise it a little bit. I don't know, perfectly symmetrical composition. I can't think of anything to suggest for it. It's a cool picture.
I would have liked to have seen other angles too.
Yeah, I assume that they took some detail shots too. Yeah,
I like this whole top part of the picture, but the magic is kind of taken away from me when I see like the block by the wheel and the weeds and the fence.
Yeah, you're right. There are a few distractions in there. Maybe they could have even just zoomed in and showed them like the engines and the nose. Yeah, something like that. Another consideration.
Yeah.
You know, just as long as you tried everything and decided that that was what you liked best, then that's great.
Okay.
We have like, looks like I don't know if that's street photography or a candid portrait.
I think this is dark. See that histogram?
Yeah, it did feel dark and kind of muddy to me.
Here, let's raise the shadows a tad.
And people are always like, I was going for muddy. All right.
People say that to you?
Well, if that's what you're going for, that's great. Sometimes we'll have a different take. Don't be offended. Yeah, I like it a lot more now that it's a little bit brighter, using a little more of that dynamic range. Her skin tones are just so dark. I think the bright light in the background threw off the camera's metering. But
what do you have against dark skin?
Oh my, don't even start.
Gotcha. Okay, I like this picture too. I don't know, it's a nice portrait. I usually don't like things that are completely centered, but yeah, it's a bit noisy. What is this? 3, 5?
Yeah, the skin tones are getting pretty rough there.
That shutter speed?
Well, there are a couple of factors here. So they used an ISO that was higher than they needed. You definitely could have shot at ISO 100. They also underexposed the whole picture. And this is the shadow area. So that's why we're seeing these kind of terrible effects on her neck. Yeah. We're not going to be able to fix it with noise reduction, but you can definitely improve it a little bit.
And I'll shoot wildlife at 1/2000th of a second. So 1/4000th of a second seems so fast. You're losing so much light.
Yeah, this cow isn't moving that fast.
So what lens did they have? 18 to 270. What focal length were they at? Oh, 18 millimeter. If you use the reciprocal rule, you could have been at 20th of a second.
Yeah, they definitely could have shot at ISO 100.
And then you would have had more light and you wouldn't have had as much noise. So pay attention to those settings. Maybe they were shooting something really fast before this girl. Maybe she's super fast.
You know what I do in a situation like this? I don't know what I'm going to be taking a picture of, so I'll set the ISO to, often I'll set it to auto ISO. And then...
That's cheating.
It's not cheating.
Okay, go on.
I'll do like manual mode, and f8 is a good go anywhere aperture.
f8 and be there.
That's right. And then maybe like 1/60th or 1/20th of a second. And then I'm ready for whatever pops up. I just mentioned that because this looks like a candid.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't have time to make adjustments to it, and you just go with whatever you have and snap it real quick. But it turned out great.
Okay.
I think the aperture was right. That's cool. We have a focal point in there.
This is risky business. Diver Dan, do you think this is... Oh, it's by Andrew. I wish we could zoom in more.
Yeah, I want to see more of Diver Dan. He seems like a real badass.
This seems dangerous. I'm telling his mother. Okay.
Yeah, don't try this at home, kids.
I love that there's a focal point.
Yeah, I can't believe this guy held still for 1.6 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
How did he manage that? Well, very cool shot. I feel like we bumped up the saturation a little bit, and I don't even know that you need to because the shot is so stunning already. But I don't mind it really.
I was gonna like... Oh wait, that's the luminance. Maybe bring it down a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah, there's something about the colors. Maybe the whole thing is just too bright.
I don't know.
It just feels kind of harsh to me.
I don't know what to tell you. Are you telling me what I think you're telling me?
What's that?
That you want everything in black and white.
I don't remember saying anything about black and white, but I will say I feel like the harshness of it is kind of making a mixed mood.
Oh.
Because we have this, like the long exposure in the waterfall created this like feathery, peaceful look. And that guy, I don't know if he's peaceful or adventurous. He seems kind of intense, but then the colors are super intense. And I think it's just a little inconsistent mood. Maybe even a fast shutter speed would have worked here. Capture the
I can't get over that the waterfall is yellow.
Yeah, why is the waterfall yellow? Is it that color to begin with?
Yeah, probably. Maybe
if you went black and white and dropped the greens.
Drop the greens?
See, don't you think the vegetation looks way too bright?
Oh, you want it some contrast against the water? Because now more of your attention's on the water, but if we bring up the greens and they're really bright, then...
It looks like an infrared shot.
Okay. Ooh, we're being crazy. Well...
I don't know.
But that was the color.
He was there. That was an awesome moment. I wish I had seen something like that.
Me too.
And you took a good picture of it, Andrew, so good work.
Yeah, I do like the picture.
I think you got the shot.
We get a little nitpicky.
Yeah, we're just trying to help. I don't know that we helped. I think the beginning,
I think we
the
helped.
first picture was good.
Definitely, we helped him so much. You'll say.
Well, this is really cool. I love the reflection in here. There's no distractions.
I thought that was another bird until I realized it was the reflection.
I think the bird is a hair overexposed. I
was going to say.
If you shot raw, you might be able to recover those highlights. We have the JPEG, so we can't do it.
No, we can't.
But actually, that helped.
Well, but here's the thing. I think that you would have to...
Yeah, you want to just selectively drop those highlights.
Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. But someone told me how to do it in the last video. I think it's like, O. It is O. And then you have to change that. Okay.
Yeah, that looks better.
I'm a genius.
You did it.
How do I do it? Oh, sorry about that. All right.
Well, it was a minor nitpick. The other minor nitpick would be all the noise in the background. You could certainly clean up all the noise in the blues. Check Chapter 8 for that editing wildlife photography video. And here you could have gone with a slower shutter speed and ISO 100 too, because that bird's not moving. So shoot them at whatever, 1/250th would have been fine.
That's a beautiful picture.
Yeah, I know we're nitpicking it, but I just love the picture. I think it works in color and black and white. I love the composition, and then you included all the reflections. And the bird just really makes it pop.
Yeah,
Great
it's
shot.
Gorgeous. I love it. Vladimir taught me that in Russia, they wear the wedding band on the other hand.
Hmm.
I know.
In Russia, wedding band wears you.
I'd heard that. So what do you think, Tom?
None of Yakov Smirnoff jokes nowadays. I think there's something I just immediately liked about this shot, and I even have a hard time pinpointing it. Maybe it's just the splash of color from the bus. The one thing that... I also like the lines created by the road. The one thing that bugs me about it is the bus is moving just a little bit. Like everything's sharp except the bus is a little bit blurry. And I think I would have liked...
More blur or less?
Yeah. If he had half a second exposure, you probably would have actually seen some distinct motion blur from the bus and the people. And that would have been cool, or a faster shutter speed would have frozen it.
I still like it though.
I like it. Yeah, I think it's because all the lines draw your eye right to that building at the back. And the building is cool.
Okay.
Whoa, that's beautiful. That is really beautiful. I love that.
Wow.
Look what you can do with a little power shot. Great abstract picture. Beautiful lines. Great textures. Gorgeous color.
Makes me hungry for cake or coffee. I like it.
Yeah. Perfect. Don't change anything about it.
Okay. Oh, this looks fun.
Yeah,
for me, it's lacking a focal point.
Yeah, all the lines are leading into the middle, and there is stuff back there, but there's not anything with any real pop, Nothing has visual weight back there.
Some people like that. I had a photography professor who just felt like some pictures you should just explore it and there should be no obvious focal point. And he almost felt like that was cheesy, like a laugh track in a TV show. I don't agree. But it's up to opinion, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly up to interpretation. But I figure if people send us their pictures, they're looking for our interpretation of it.
Yeah, my interpretation is more llama. If you had a llama head here, I think that would pretty much do it, right?
Yeah, they could do it. I mean, in the past we've suggested a dead guy, but then one of the readers killed a guy and put him in the picture, and that's caused a lot of legal problems. So do bring a llama, but please no more dead guys.
Yeah.
Just
that was bad advice.
Reasons. Yeah.
But, okay, so seriously, this person wants some feedback. I'd say technically the picture looks good, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's somewhere fancy.
Looks like somewhere in the Middle East.
That's fancy. Cool.
Yeah.
Looks good. Your
little
favorite
red panda.
animal.
This is technically the cutest animal ever.
You are so cute. Look at his tongue. Where's he going? Nobody even knows. I would have liked a little more eye contact or more space to see where he's looking. As he might not be going anywhere interesting. I've been to a zoo before, and sometimes it's just like you probably didn't have a very attractive background, but.
And these guys tend to be really spazzy too. So you're probably pretty lucky to get any shot of them. They don't really pose.
Ooh, we lost some. There's some deep shadows there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do?
Recover those shadows.
Yeah. Oh, but now it looks like he got a bad dye job. But if I had the raw files, I could do that.
Yeah, you could do it a little bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's difficult to expose something like that properly. Properly.
Yeah, he has white ears and black arms. Doesn't he care at all about photographers?
They're zoomed all the way in. I think you could probably crop down a little more because clearly the only interesting part of the picture is the face.
Well, let's try it. I'm all about the square crop today. People complain when we get on a thing.
Mm-hmm.
When I get excited and I start doing the same thing in every picture.
Yeah, today it's all square. Everybody's square.
That reminds me of our sponsor, Squarespace. Just kidding. Not going to plug Squarespace again. I don't know if I helped.
No, I think a tighter crop is better there.
It makes a better thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see it. They can't see it. But trust me, it makes a better thumbnail. All right. That's good. Let's do this.
Oh, that's a gorgeous hummingbird.
Oh.
Looks nice and sharp.
It's nice and sharp. I just do some noise reduction. Chapter 8?
Yeah, chapters 5 and 8 have noise reduction information.
Yeah. But other than that, it looks good. Let me bring up the shadows in his... Oh, can't do that. Never mind. I ruined it.
I think the settings are good.
His eyes are just a little dark, but you know what? Sometimes that happens.
It's an ISO 720, but you pretty much had to be. Like, I wouldn't want to try to go less than 1/200.
Yeah, it looks really good. Ooh.
Cute little lizard.
Wait, I think we saw this last time.
Oh.
We did. Uh-oh, we saw this one last time.
Through.
And we're the ones that put this one in black and white. So something's not right. And this one, what happened?
Clearly. Let's go back to the grid. Figure out what we'd seen before.
I feel like
that's Vladimir's hand.
I feel like while we're sorting this out, I should mention that we don't mean to skip your photos if we do. Sometimes things just, when they import, they get mixed up. So if we haven't gotten to your photo yet, we are a little bit backed up, and we will. We'll get there eventually.
I think we saw this one, but not this one, right?
We didn't see the floating guy.
Yeah, I think that's the next one we got to do. Because I recognize all those other pictures.
Whoa, he's having fun.
Look at that guy.
He knows how to party.
So this is done using a process called magic.
Mm-hmm. I have a video on this, levitation photography. You should check that out.
Yeah, this guy's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I think this is perfectly done. I love the shadow that he put down.
Yeah.
It had to be photoshopped in, but it looks great. He's got a good expression. There's a little bit of story there.
It's funny.
Seems like something's pulling him away. Chelsea, it's spot color your favorite.
I actually don't mind the spot color.
No, I don't mind it here because it's not spot color, really. It's more like selective color. You know, spot color I think of as like they eliminated everything but the red.
Yeah.
Though I bet the background was almost monochromatic anyway.
Yeah. But it looks nice. I like it. And it makes a statement to me. They found this little piece of sunshine on a really crummy, snowy day.
Yeah, you're right. There's a bit of a statement to it.
It also looks like something ran across here and then climbed the tree and never came down again. And that worries me.
I was thinking about maybe a tighter crop on it. I don't know.
Really?
It's a cool effect.
Well, I like it the way it is.
You keep going. I'm just going to check the camera.
Okay. All right. So here's a wedding shop. Tony, we've seen this one before, I think. I'm going to keep going. This is a new one.
Yeah, I've definitely not seen this one.
Yeah, we've done pregnancy shoots before. The lighting is nice. They look happy. I mean, I find it interesting that she's wearing like a bathing suit top and stuff, but it seems like that's what the client wanted, so that's good. Looks nice.
Yeah, you know, pregnancy shots are so hard to do.
Why?
Because it I don't know, it seems like a serious subject. I don't know. I just find pregnancy shoots hard.
I don't really get it. I didn't want pictures of me being taken when I was pregnant.
No?
I don't know. That's personal. This is a personal thing. But yeah, I think this is a really nice picture. And
the lighting is great. I love there's like a kicker light over here on their left side. Looks like there's a flash off to the camera
picture
right.
looks a little bit smudgy though. Wait.
ISO 100. I don't know why that would be. You're right. It does actually. It looks like they missed focus.
Yeah. Is it focused on her ear?
Yeah, they might have focused on his eyes. Let's see if his eyes are
they're
sharp.
at f2.8.
Oh, good. See, we found something to criticize.
Yeah, when you have multiple people in a picture, you want a bigger f-stop. Just that your depth of field is deeper so that you can get both people's faces in focus. And then you kind of make them align their heads or you try to get them in the same focal plane. I've made the same mistake. It's really difficult.
Yeah, that's a lesson everybody learns the hard way. But chapter 6, group photos. Also,
Maybe her belly's in focus. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing a little retouching, at least on her face. Like, I think she's like me. She's got a little bit of chap lips going on. Clean that kind of thing up.
But yeah, nice photo. Ducks. Wait, I think we saw these too. Well.
Oh, we definitely saw that statue one.
Yeah.
Sorry, old pictures got mixed in with the new pictures.
Yep, these are all repeats. I remember I liked this because I was flying with the seagull. I like this one because I felt like it was exciting.
And that one's grungy.
We did this one. This one's new. Oh.
Okay, good. Well, it's not just a landscape. They put something in the foreground.
No, but I don't like this pole. I'm going to be honest with you right
Yeah, I don't like
front.
the pole. I don't like that red roof over there.
I like their watermark.
Sensor dust in the sky.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, I got to clean up that sensor dust.
I'm going to do this for you because I know it means so much to you.
Yeah.
You just go like this. Boop.
Yeah, check chapter 5, information on cleaning your sensor. Wouldn't mind seeing the noise reduced some too. I guess the noise is accentuated because they processed it with HDR techniques, it looks like, which might have been a good choice. Though I wouldn't mind seeing a little more, like, don't you want more contrast in the background? Like, the background looks all washed out.
Well, that's like, I think it shows depth.
A little haze.
Yeah, a little haze. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
Just little things they have to change. Uh-oh.
That's a cute picture. I like the kind of half-exposed face. Great lighting on her. I like it in black and white. Yeah, that red on the shoulder strap was bugging me. I mean, her eye does look really nice and the blue really pops, but that red is really competing with it. You could also just drop the reds.
But you know what I love about this picture is this pattern in the background.
Yeah.
In fact, I would
let it go off the frame.
Let it go off the frame.
Yeah, that looks better.
And then, it goes on forever, and I love that. I love the depth that it gives.
Try going to color and just dropping the reds for me.
I can do that. All right.
Drop the luminance down. Just drop it to black.
But then it changes her lips and her face. We have to select it. Oops. What? Here we go. This is really sloppy. I do apologize, but not that much. Okay, and then saturation. Oh, why isn't that working?
What was the button that you pushed?
O just shows you where you've selected.
I think you missed a little bits of pieces of it there, but you get the idea. Take out that red is distracting a little bit. Had a lot of visual weight and was competing with her face, so you might consider just taking that red out or go with black and white.
That's the worst thing I've ever done.
Yeah, that was not a clean masking.
Well,
we're not Lightroom people.
In my defense, I'm used to my Wacom tablet. I'm like a 4-year-old with a mouse. I'm not good with a mouse at all. We'll have to do it at my computer one day, and everyone will be like, "Oh my god, it's a miracle."
I'm gonna grab a beer. You want anything, Chelsea?
No, I'm good.
You keep going.
Oh no, be alone. All right, we're gonna move on. Let's see what this next one is. This is beautiful. I wish that we still had the information. Oh, I can't zoom. This is a great picture. I really love how the structure here pops off of the blue background, the contrast between the black and the white. And it looks clear. I can't see because I can't zoom in. This is fully zoomed in. It has a great composition. I'm gonna crop out this just from the edge because it's a feature that's kind of falling out of the picture anyway. Isn't this a great photo, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a good one. I wouldn't change anything. I will say, because I know it's night photography, just some general rules which you seem to understand. Keep a low ISO, so ISO 100, and then a long exposure, which I used to be too impatient to do until I went through a bunch of pictures that I otherwise liked and realized there was a ton of noise because I wasn't patient enough to just sit there through a long exposure. So dance, play on your iPhone, do whatever you have to do, but make sure you have a nice long exposure.
Also, I hate these red things down here.
What? How could you?
Don't you find them distracting? Whew. Feels better.
You're right. It's a great composition.
We got a crop.
I like this. Oh, you don't like the space at the top?
Yeah, it's just greater than the space at the bottom. Didn't have a decent balance to it, but yeah, I think that's much better. Doesn't need to be a tight crop.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. She's beautiful. I guess that's why she's a model.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Good kind of candid runway, or
it's clear.
Maybe they're at a car show.
Yeah. But
good pose, great light.
This is a night photo. Did you know I'm a singer?
I knew that. I don't know that everybody else knew that. We gotta straighten it.
Oh.
It's tilted counterclockwise a little bit.
Do you know I have little sense for that?
I know I am hypersensitive to it.
Is that good?
You're going the wrong way.
Is that good?
That feels better to me.
You could sense that tiny... You're weird. I worry about you.
Get some pictures rejected for being off level and you will become very sensitive to it. Okay, so other than it being a hair tilted, does it make you crazy when I like love those Dutch tilt photos? No, if it's deliberate, that's fine. It's when it's a hair off. I know some people like to have all the artificial colors in their night photos, but I really like a nice natural white balance. I love to see the blues in the sky instead of just reflections of the city lights. So that's why I fixed that. Hey, I feel like we did some stuff to this photo and we brought its game up. Yeah, I think it's better. If I had the raw file, I'd also try to recover some of those highlights because the lights are super burned out. The exposure is good because you wouldn't want to lose too much of the shadows, but you could recover it in the raw file or bracket, do HDR. I accidentally changed the wrong thing. What am I doing?
Okay. I was bringing up the shadows a little bit just to see the detail on the trees and stuff. That looks nice. I think it's a great picture.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, let's see what's next.
Nice
Each picture is like a little present.
That's beautiful.
This is a perfect way to use black and white. I love all of the details.
Yeah, and great composition choice. They went for symmetrical.
Yeah.
That's one of the best pictures of an engine I've ever seen. I love that.
I love it too.
Yeah.
No criticism.
No, perfect.
Hubby.
Print that on aluminum. That'd be great.
Yeah. That would be nice in a man cave, printed on aluminum.
Yeah, hanging up in the garage.
Yeah.
You kind of be in flight. That's a hard one to do.
Yeah.
Looks nice and in focus.
Let's crop it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you'd want to get closer, but to catch a flying bee with a telephoto lens, it's impossible. You pretty much always have to shoot wide and crop. This thing's just moved too erratically to fill the frame with it while it's moving.
Is that a weird crop? It's kind of dead center.
Yeah, but you get the idea. You can't crop it too much tighter.
You know what I'm going to do?
Detail. What you going to do, Chelsea?
And I don't even care if people judge me.
Wow.
Only Jesus can judge me. That squareness. Maybe that's not right.
Yeah, I feel like you want to get that whole flower in there.
Yeah. I like that. It makes a nicer thumbnail too.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa! Oh,
bowling.
I love this. It's like film noir. I love it with the rain. Wow!
Yeah.
Thanks for going out in the rain. This was totally worth getting a little bit wet. I wonder how they did that. If they're in their car or what? Looks like a set of a movie, don't you think?
No, I mean, he can't be in his. It looks like he's on the sidewalk.
Maybe he drives on the sidewalk. You don't know.
Oh yeah, he could be cool like that.
Great shot.
Great shot.
Love the processing on it too.
Yeah.
Just cinematic. Oh wait, go back. One thing to look out for is sometimes when you do HDR stuff, like the stuff that should get blown out gets unblown out. Particularly like these super bright lights. So you want to take your original picture and brush those lights back in. I show you how to do that there's a video in chapter 11, the HDR video, manually blending multiple exposures.
Hey, good catch on that one.
I try to offer some criticism for everything. That one was a tough one. What a beautiful portrait.
Yeah, that's nice.
You think the snow is fake or real?
I think it's real.
I've seen some fake snow pictures like this. I get a little suspicious.
This is Alan Pomfret. I think we know him. Great
crop. I love the nice tight framing. I love the fur around her face. Really nicely done.
Yeah, I love the colors.
Yeah, great expression. Looks like you used a on-camera flash, but the flash exposure seems really nice. Nice and sharp.
Maybe a tiny bit blown out. Just because we've lost the detail on her teeth.
I like the exposure. It's a high-key shot.
Yeah, I guess this doesn't do anything. Okay, I like that. Good one. This is an interesting shot. Nice.
Yeah, I like the use of the ground in the foreground.
I would just make it a little bit brighter.
Hmm?
That's it.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow.
This reminds me of Chris Greenwood.
That was what I thought at first, too.
Oh, but it's not him, actually.
I don't see a watermark.
I remember seeing this picture in the group. It's beautiful. I have no criticism.
Yeah, though,
but
do you feel like, I mean, he or she deliberately included this in the frame?
Yeah, it gives it depth.
I'm just not sure that's a foreground subject that I want. And I'm not sure this needs a foreground subject. I mean, I do like depth in general. I'm just not sure that this is so gorgeous and bright.
Let's see what you get.
Well, I'm not sure I can fix it with a crop.
Okay, let's see.
But we could try for symmetry here.
That's beautiful too. But I like the foreground elements too. I think that. Oh, you're still going for it?
I don't know. You think better here? Better here.
I like the before, and this is why. Click it. Because you have your eye is kind of drawn here first, but not in a distracting way, because then this icy edge is a leading line to the main subject. So it's like a journey.
Yeah, you know, if maybe some processing. Maybe if you were to burn this a little bit and make it just darker, because I like see the stick and all this stuff going on down here.
Well, you know what? We're just going to have to agree to disagree on this one, sweetie. All right, let's go. Nice picture.
Cow at sunset.
Okay, so because you're shooting into the sun, you want to like go up about 2 stops of exposure compensation so that your subject is well lit, because this beautiful cow is in shadow.
Try raising the overall exposure, because I'm not sure that I agree. I think I might like the exposure, but
then you lose the colors in the sky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you were to expose it higher, you'd lose those colors. But maybe you're right that this is the right exposure, but you just need to raise the shadows some. Because I do like seeing a little more shadow detail on it, the cow's fur.
Yeah, that looks nice. All right.
I like that thoughtful picture. I'm kind of bugged that the hoofs are cropped off.
You are just like
That's just
wild during this photo review. Okay.
So I might want to include those feet. Aw.
It's a nice baby photo.
Yeah, beautiful dramatic lighting. You got the baby's eyes open, which is a huge challenge. Babies never wake up for me. I thought you were going to go square again.
Don't judge. Maybe that's
probably
not right.
No, that's probably what it would be for an 8x10.
You focus more on the baby's face.
I feel like it's a little hot though. Don't you feel like that looks like all that's been burnt out and then they tried to recover it a little bit? Seems like it was overexposed.
Well, I can't do anything about that.
No, but look at the histogram. See how it's like a spike right there?
Yeah.
I think the baby got overexposed and then they tried to recover it.
What's worse than an overexposed baby?
No,
We've all been there.
Yeah.
They have that
tragedy.
Shiny baby skin. But nice picture overall.
Oh, it's a beautiful silhouette of the like skyline.
Yeah, beautiful sky.
And just gorgeous sky.
And I do get so sick of sunsets, but they put a different subject in there too. So it's more interesting.
Yeah, it tells the story of the location.
And I like the crop too. It's wide. Yeah. Nice picture. This is a night photography shot that could have had a longer exposure.
And the water blur a little bit.
Yeah, but also so that it's not so dark.
Oh, yeah, you just want more. Yeah. Yeah, you want to fill up the right side of that histogram.
So one thing I noticed about taking night photos is that sometimes you're taking your pictures and they look great on your LCD screen, but once you get them on your computer, they're dark. So you can't really trust your LCD screen. You have to look at your histogram and make sure you have that nice bell shape.
Chapter 10.
Night photography.
Yeah, I show you exactly what to do with the histogram and the difference in quality that you get. Look at the sky there. Look how noisy it is.
Yeah, it's noisy.
And that's because the picture's underexposed.
And it's not very sharp either. But if you do a longer exposure time, I don't know how long this was. What do you think this was? Like half a second?
Yeah, maybe. Unfortunately, we always lose the technical details like halfway through. I don't know why Lightroom stopped showing them.
But yeah. So just longer. But great composition, so this should be an easy thing to fix.
Yeah, I like the inclusion of the moon there.
Cute duck.
Yeah, he's headed away though.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to be your friend. You want them coming towards you or in perfect profile.
Cracked corn could help. We saw this one, but I do like it.
Oh, do we? I don't remember that one.
Yeah, we actually... I thought we made it black and white. Am I going crazy?
Expand the left pane and see if there's anything in the history there. Oh, you're right. Or, wait, it has... Oh, no, we adjusted the shadows and then reset the shadows, I think. It hasn't been edited. I don't think we've seen this one. I don't remember.
We definitely did, but nice picture.
Well, I like it. Maybe you saw it in the group. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, this
great
is a
spot
great
for street
picture.
Photography. I think they did the thing I suggest where you find a cool location and you camp out there and you wait for somebody to walk past.
Yeah.
But that's fantastic. his eyes make a leading line to her.
Yeah, his shadow.
Because you look wherever somebody is looking. And I love the Wile E. Coyote style painting on the background and the lines that it creates too.
I like the contrast of characters.
There's so many things I like about this.
Yeah.
Like these lines lead you right here to his eyes, and his eyes lead you over to her. And they have very different stories to tell. She's got her shopping bag there, which tells its own story, and he's like...
he's rocking out.
What do you call it when
busking.
people play busking? Yeah.
Good one.
Fantastic shot, great exposure. One of my favorite shots of the night. Can't say enough about that last picture.
This is a sad photo because this bald eagle is trying to talk to this log. And the log...
He's lost his mind.
The log is not talking back, I can tell. Look at him. He's like, no, really? What did you do last Friday? Okay. This is...
Well, the bald eagle's out of focus.
Yeah, it's a little out of focus.
We have some branches obstructing the view in the foreground.
What is in focus? You can see...
Yeah.
This ivy?
The log is like the focal point of the picture.
Well, maybe the log is what it's about, you know?
And also, it looks like it must be in a zoo because we have that rope thing at the bottom. You know, if you can, whenever you're in a zoo, just try to make it look like you're not in a zoo, which means cropping out obstructions.
Why?
Yeah.
You're saying why?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, make sure that your subject is in focus.
And you know how you do that? Because your camera's never going to focus right every time. But use a single autofocus point, you put it on the eye, you shoot, and then you refocus, shoot again, refocus, shoot again, take lots of pictures. Because your camera's focusing system is never perfect.
It's not perfect.
Yeah. All right. A little symmetry going on here.
Is this 30 Rock?
I was going to say, it looks just like Rockefeller Center to me.
Cool.
But, yeah. Cool composition. Okay.
I like it. We're into it. Ah! This is a good one.
Yeah, that is very cool.
Underwater photography is tough.
Underwater photography.
I know.
A poor animal, just surrounded by people trying to take pictures of them. I don't think I've ever seen a hammerhead underwater. That's beautiful. Is it possible this is in an aquarium? No, this is in the wild.
Yeah.
Look at the dirt, yeah. Wow. Wish I'd been there with you.
That's
Great
cool.
moment.
I'm glad I wasn't there with you. That's scary.
And for underwater, it's super sharp.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good photo. And I like how they got the surface of the water in the shot, which is something we talk about in chapter 13.
Yeah, you're down pointed up instead of the other way around, so you can see the surface of the water. And that fellow there was kind enough to cast some light on the subject for you. That helped out.
Yeah.
That's some expensive gear he's got with those lights.
I know, I looked
Those
it
lights
up.
will cost you like $1,000 each, and he had a couple of them.
I know. One day I'll do that. I would like something right here because my eye is led all the way down and then whoop, there's a sign.
See, I thought we'd seen this picture before, but maybe we've just seen pictures like it.
Everyone loves train tracks. And you have to wonder.
What should they put there?
Well, what is it about our human existence that makes us love train tracks, Tony? There's something like deeper here. So now...
This is why we sell llamas. You can get them right at sdpcommunity.com. Buy a llama, bring it with you, and then put it down there.
You put the llama here.
Yeah.
And then you have an instantly better picture.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of good things about this picture. I love the colors. I do love the leading lines. It is peaceful. Hey, maybe the message is sometimes you're just going nowhere.
Yeah, it is just a peaceful scene.
It's very peaceful. So maybe a subject would ruin that, Tony.
Maybe.
I do like it. Let's go. Let's just roll with it. Okay.
All right. I like that too. Shooting right into the sun makes a great focal point. Powerful lines in it. The sun's kind of obscuring those distractions in the background. That's a cool shot.
Yeah.
More train tracks too.
People love train tracks.
2 train track pictures. I know where this is. This is
New Jersey.
Mexico City.
No, this is New Jersey.
Oh, yeah. Jersey is beautiful in this time of year.
Yeah. Well, why didn't this person take us with them?
There are so many boats, all filled with tourists. Look how many boats there are just in this one scene. There's like 8 boats. Are they just carting tourists up and down this thing constantly? Just a traffic jam of tourists?
It's just a bunch of annoying Americans drinking soda, talking loudly. Okay. It's really weird that this Italian...
We're going there in a couple of months.
We are.
That's going to be us, tourists.
I'm going to be here. I'm going to be drinking wine and criticizing Venice. I'll just be like, nope, Venice has the wrong composition. All right. I don't know. It's nice. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I think they got the shot. Beautiful colors, great exposure.
They ruined the magic for me a little bit. It's like the first time that you see the pyramids are next to like KFC and you feel sad. Like, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. Well, you're right. Because here the mood is, at least the image we have historically is this very peaceful moment.
Yeah.
Like a quiet gondola ride down the river. And that's contradicted by all the different boats that are like cramming in there. So you could hang out and wait until there's only one boat in the picture. That would be a little more peaceful. You could try cloning them out. But you captured an honest moment.
Yeah.
It's just that it might not be the postcard we're kind of expecting.
I don't like honesty. Yeah, let's put the sky there.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'm
good
just
job,
like,
Lightroom.
thanks, Lightroom. I definitely wanted the sky in the water. Stupid. Can't you see I'm trying to lie to the world, Lightroom? Help me out.
We're working for the Venice Tourism Board.
This is almost
We don't want roofs in the water. Stupid.
Let's put a
Lightroom.
house.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry I'm doing this to your picture. I really am. I'm just going to, you know what? I'm really sorry. I went a little crazy.
If you wanted to make the perfect
no.
postcard picture, you'd take out some of those boats. But
Maybe
you captured
have,
the honest.
you just have to wake up early.
Yeah, that's a good point. Before most of the tourists have overcome their jet lag.
Okay, this is cute.
All right.
Nice sharp eyes. Look at her beautiful big dark eyes. Let's bring them up a little bit.
Oh, kids always have stuff on their nose and lips and mouth. Gotta take one of those wipes and just wipe them down right beforehand.
Someone last time said like they were so relieved I wasn't driving because I'm so clumsy with the mouse.
Oh, I don't feel like you're clumsy with the mouse.
But it's true. I cried all night that night. And then I woke up and I cried some more. Okay. I like the composition. I don't like that her wrist and elbow are cut off.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm
I
going to
feel weird
do?
because it has so much visual weight because of the rule of thirds. Yeah, do that. Yeah, I don't feel like the arm is adding anything to it.
I feel like if I'm going to go centered, I got to go all the way.
Yeah, you don't want to be just a little of anything.
No. What do you think, Tony?
I like that. I wouldn't mind seeing the flash moved a little farther away from the camera. It's like on-camera flash, but the exposure's good. Turned out good.
It is. It's a nice picture.
Yeah.
Look at those
Wipe
eyelashes.
that baby down or
Clone it
clone
out.
it out,
I'm
yeah.
not even going to attempt after what I did to Venice.
no.
Remember that?
She'd have an eye on her mouth.
This is peaceful. It almost makes me not hate the snow. For anyone that doesn't know, it's been just snowing so much where we are.
What a miserable winter.
Yeah, but this looks beautiful. I love the warm wood in contrast to the otherwise cold scene. The composition's nice. It makes me feel like I'm overlooking the water, so it was a good idea to include the bench. And
Yeah.
you also included it at a really flattering angle. You didn't get right behind it and show it square. You kind of got it from the side and gave the shot some dimension. So
Yeah,
you've
good
got a
depth.
good eye, and I appreciate that. It could use a llama. No, you couldn't.
That wasn't like the
Look at this
tiny
suspicious
little
baby.
picture.
Yeah, that's nice. What can we
Yeah,
do
it
to
looks
this
like
one?
natural window light. I don't know.
I like it
think
the way
it's
it
perfect.
is.
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah, okay.
Good picture.
Good one.
Oh, what a great expression.
Cute baby.
He is happy.
It's a she. Purple jacket.
Boys can't wear purple?
They don't.
What's with the gender
Would
roles
you wear
today?
this?
I would. Definitely would.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. But yeah, I love that the baby's playing with the leaf. I like these trees in the background. Nice expression.
Depending on how it's being used, you could crop tighter. Depending on how it's being used. If you're making a little 4x6 print for somebody's desk at the office,
Yeah.
I'd crop it tighter. If you're putting it on the web, I'd probably crop it tighter. If you're making a big print, that's a perfect crop. Yeah, see, I think that's better for the web. But now it looks like a giant baby, don't you think? Because of the forced perspective. It seems like he's the size of trees.
Sheesh.
Again, we don't know.
Okay. It's really nice. Let's go. What is going on here?
Bring out the GIMP.
Tony, that was rude. Okay. I like the movement. I like the action in the shot. And they're using the rule of space because you can see that the running dog has something to run into. So that's nice.
The whites aren't blown out. That's a challenge.
Yeah, and I like that we know what's going on. You threw the ball and the dog is retrieving it. So I like it. It tells a story. You follow the rules. It's nice.
See, I thought that was a grenade and the dog was grabbing it and moving it away from people.
You thought this was a grenade?
Yeah, the dog is saving everybody's lives.
Oh, that's a nice story.
Backlighting.
Yeah, I love that.
High key photo. Yeah, it is very cool. I don't even necessarily mind the negative space, I don't think. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a cool spot. I hope that's in your house or something, because that's like a perfect place to bring people for portraits. We have a spot kind of like that in our house, and it just, you can go there at the right time of day when the light's right.
Do you like these shadows
awesome portraits. No, I like the original.
You like it darker?
Yeah. But I love the way it's creating like cross lighting, like it's creeping in on the sides of his face.
Yeah.
And just, yeah, great lighting.
This is a really good picture of a dude, too. Because I see so many guy pictures where they try to look too manly. Mm-hmm. Like they feel like they have to look extra manly in a picture and then it just looks really cheesy. But he just looks really confident and it's a nice picture.
Yeah, good picture.
He has a sincere expression. Good one. I like the watermark. I like everything. We saw this. Maybe it was in the group that we saw this. But I do like it.
Well, I like it. Is the skin over processed? And she seems to have no
skin
pores or anything, but it's kind of a matter of taste.
Yeah, but I think it looks good.
Yeah.
I would just
maybe that red's a little hot.
Yeah, I would just
fuchsia, whatever it is.
Bring the red down a little bit.
Got to be a little distracting.
Oh, but then I'm changing her face too.
Well, select it.
We can make it the ugliest color, orange or pink.
We've definitely made this picture worse.
What do you mean we? I would like to take full responsibility. All right. Whatever. I think they know what we meant. It's a little bright. It fights with her face. That was really dramatic. Okay. Good picture.
Good image, though.
Yeah. Jackets
and faces going at it.
As soon as I said it, I was like, that's a weird thing to say.
I know what's going on here. You were at this scene and it just seemed beautiful. The light was nice. It looks like the sun is kind of down on the right and there were boats floating and you want to try to capture it. I'm not sure you captured it because I feel like the scene itself, you probably remember it better than what we got here. Oh, you know what? A little toning can help, yeah. You did include something in the foreground, which is good. It does add depth. What is it about it? You know, maybe it's a little uncomfortable because it's a portrait orientation for a landscape, which is unusual. I do like the processing that you're putting on it. There's also, it is kind of violating the rule of space a little bit because the boats are facing this way and they're in the left half of the frame.
I just did a little color to kind of simulate like a sunset-y feel.
Yeah.
Warm highlights and cool shadows.
Nicely done. I like those changes.
I know. I knew you would. I know you. But yeah, I know what's up. I like the grass in the foreground. They did some nice things.
Yeah, I do too. I don't know. I don't know what it's missing.
Just submit another one. We'll get to the bottom of this. Sometimes people have habits, you know?
Yeah.
You can only get a peek of them in one picture.
Sometimes you're at a beautiful spot and you just can't get a good picture of it.
Ooh, this looks like a postcard. Tony, look at the horizon.
Perfectly straight.
Level.
Attaboy.
or girl. So, oh my
It's
God.
definitely taken by a boy. Look at the colors.
You're so sexist today. It makes me nervous. It's a great picture. I have no criticism.
Yeah. This is one of those things where I really had to stretch to nitpick, but whenever you include the horizon in a picture, that's going to be a major element. One of the things I'd like to do is to... I might crouch down a little bit more, which would move this shell up relative to the horizon, so the horizon would kind of be breaking it here. I like this at the rule of thirds, but I would just crouch down a little bit so the whole shell moved up a little bit more, and that line was more evenly breaking it, because this is just barely clipping it, which doesn't feel deliberate, but if the horizon were here...
Or if it were completely under the horizon by that rule.
Or if it were... Oh, I'd rather have it breaking the line, though. I think that helps with the depth.
Okay. That was cool. Let's see what's up here.
Oh.
This is a nice picture.
Yeah, I like this picture a lot.
Great detail. It's really nice.
Yeah, good high-key shot.
I love a face with character, too.
Yeah,
I get
she's
so
got a
tired of
character.
seeing just baby smooth Photoshop pictures. I just love seeing a real picture. And I love her glasses, and I love her skin and her smile.
Yeah,
Really good.
I love this shot. One of my favorite shots of the night.
Me
Great.
too.
Nicely done.
Excellent. This makes me scared.
Storytelling. Thank you. We just don't see enough of storytelling.
Yeah.
And this is a fantastic story with the shoes and the pearl.
What do you think is happening?
I think I imagined right away that she was going for a skinny dip. Like she got out of some party, she's just fucking sick of it. Maybe she had a couple of glasses of champagne and she saw a pond and she's just going for it. What was the story you put together?
Just based on my experience as a woman, her boyfriend invited her on a date, so she got dressed up, and then he was like, "We're hiking." And she just said, "Ugh, inconsiderate much?" And then she threw off her pearls and her shoes, her uncomfortable shoes, and then she ran away and she found someone else.
Well, it's open to interpretation, but yours is wrong.
Okay, but we like it. It's good.
No, thank you. I'm so excited to see some storytelling in a picture. Nicely done. And I like deliberate planned shots too.
I moved on.
No, that's fine.
I like this one. How did they get the boat still and the water smooth?
Well,
Oh, it's ice.
Oh, yeah. I was pondering the same thing. Hey, I love the ice, actually.
I do too. Because I've
like,
wanted
I've
this
seen a
effect
boat.
before with the long exposure with the boat, but it always moves. So I was like, how'd they do
Boats
it?
are always moving.
That looks good. I like the colors
Cool.
too. You
Great
got
thumbnail
it.
on that one, too.
Got it.
Bright colors.
Nice. See, they're working those lines
Geometry.
with some black and white photography, and I respect
great
that.
contrast. Nicely done.
Wow. You're really close.
Yeah, that is scary close.
Oh my
Got some
goodness.
intense detail. I'm like, yeah.
Holy smokes.
That's a lot of tiger.
Wow.
It's about as much detail as you can extract.
They get cuter as you get closer to them.
Oh, really? I think that guy is so scary.
I think it's so cute. I don't want to bite it.
He wants to bite you.
Well, then we have things in common.
Nice shot. Good composition.
This is great. This looks like a scene from a movie.
Yeah, it does. I like the grain in it.
Yeah.
It definitely adds to it. It might have been...
It looks like grain and not noise.
No, I was just thinking it actually looks a little like noise to me. I want to desaturate the background there because see how it's speckled?
Oh, it is different
I'd select
colors.
the background and just despeckle it. But I like the noise. You might even deliberately introduce some noise. It's not bad. Just that's a little speckled.
I love the styling of the shot.
Yeah, and this immediately made me think about what the story of it is, and I don't know what the story is. I don't even have a guess, but I like it a lot. Intense.
Great shot. This owl picture is so good. My first impression is that there's a lot going on. There's like a shooting star and smoke and a sunset.
But how did Bill get multiple pictures into this review?
Bill! No, Bill!
You're sneaky, Bill.
I know, but you know what? All right, usually I just skate by, but I think that's important. He's putting too many things in one picture.
Pretty slow in our reviews, too. Yeah, that's intense.
But all the separate elements are really good. That's a good owl picture. Did you do this night sky? That's great. It's distracting, I think.
Yeah, it looks... You might paint this on the side of a van.
Oh my god, that would be really cool.
Like airbrush.
Hey, we should put a little joint in this owl's beak. Be like little stoner owl. Alright, Bill. Are these... Oh, that's not dentures. What is that? I don't like that.
We don't like the fruit. I do like the picture and the splash. The fruit did come out.
Wait, this is fruit?
It could be an organ. It could be the fat from a chicken. The fruit came out a little weird. I think it's probably fruit.
This is beautiful. This looks like diamonds.
Yeah.
And the splash is gorgeous. But as soon as I saw it, I really thought there was like a skinned mouse in the glass or something. It looks like natural and like it came from a body, right?
Yeah, it could be like a llama tongue. I would
you ever speak poorly of a llama? Oh my god.
I'd go with like a strawberry next time. That's great.
Oh yeah, strawberry would be a recognizable fruit.
I think it has ice chips in the bottom, and that's why I got that diamond effect. But I love
the ice chips.
Love the effect.
Yeah, that looks so cool. You should write us though, and in the comments you should tell us what that is, because that's gonna keep me up at night.
I wonder if that's a comp. I love this.
This is cool.
What the heck is it?
It's a flower.
A flower through a sheet of... Do you think they held up a sheet of glass and sprayed it and then photographed the flower?
They could have.
It must be... See, I'm confused because the flower is very large.
I think it's a comp. This looks like a Photoshop effect to me.
If it's a comp, then how do all the water droplets have the proper image in them? Like, all the water droplets are reflecting the flower.
You can't do that in Photoshop? This is what's weird to me, is that all the water droplets, like none of them are running. So, is it flat?
Yeah, it would have to be.
The first impression is wow, but then just as someone that does this kind of stuff, I'm like, wait, what's going on here? So nothing's running. There's no sign of running either. It's not like there's a trail behind any of them. And then the photo looks so big, but the water drops look so small.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, because to get that close to a flower, you'd have to be shooting macro. And if you're shooting macro, those droplets would be bigger. So
I think they either combine two pictures, or this water droplet thing is just a filter.
My hunch tells me it's not a filter.
Your hunch?
But I don't know how they took the picture. We're not being critical, we're just trying to figure out how you did it, because we like the effect, and we always try to reverse engineer things. I don't know.
It's cool. You did it. Maybe you could tell us in the comments, or if you don't want to give away your secrets, you could email us at tony@northrop.org, because I'd like to know now.
You want to get through one more picture?
Sure.
Okay. Another water drop picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it turned out good. I could use a focal point.
Let's do this one.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, what a beautiful landscape.
That's gorgeous.
See, the cool thumbnail enticed us.
Yeah, I saw that thumbnail and I really wanted to see it.
That bird makes the picture. You get a little focal point going.
Yes, but the colors and the textures and the sky.
Really
it's
nice.
amazing.
Lots of drama. Great dynamic range in that picture.
I feel like I'm looking into a diorama.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Lots of depth.
I want to do the next one too, because we just went to Puerto Rico and this kind of looks like... That's not Puerto Rico, but I do love the bright colors.
Yeah.
I've had the same problem where I know when you look down the street, you saw these gorgeous colors and these beautiful homes and this leading line, but you have to be careful of wires and stuff.
I know. When you look at the picture, all you see is all these wires.
Our brains just
powerful lines.
Our brains edit out the wires, and in fact, I always think it's silly when people don't like Photoshop and editing, because our mind is always naturally editing everything that we look at. Mm-hmm. So to me, this picture would be truer if what you saw was there, and you probably didn't see all of the wires. Or maybe you did. But, yeah, it's a bit distracting. You want to call it a night? I want dinner.
We'll
I'm
pick
hungry.
Up from here. I got to feed this girl. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.